Alright, now we're going to do the mid-year tag. So I'm going to answer this for books and I'm going to answer it for TV/movies. Best book I've read so far, definitely Trust of the Emerald Sea. I haven't been able to beat the way I feel about this book. And the best TV show I've watched so far is Queen of Tears. I am usually not really into sad things or things that make me cry too much. Even though this made me cry, I thought it was done so well. And at first I was like telling my husband that I probably would never rewatch it because it's just so like dramatic and so long. But I actually think I might look for like compilations because there's parts of it that I really, really, really enjoy. The best sequel I've read so far, I've really enjoyed the Veronica Speedwell series. So that series and the sequels in that have been very enjoyable. I like the way the characters develop. There is a bit of repetition, but I think it's partially because it's a cozy mystery and people can pick up individual volumes. And so since I'm listening to them, I was listening to them almost back to back. So like sometimes I felt that the character was a little extra repetitive, but it would be like a whole new book. And she loves to say that she's a scientist and she's a butterfly hunter. And she goes into all that. So every book. But I think that's actually how it's supposed to be in that genre. And then the best sequel I've watched, I'm gonna have to say it's Queen Charlotte. Queen Charlotte for Bridgerton. It's just so good. New release I haven't read yet but want to. I wrote down The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I just wrote the word dragons like I was supposed to know what that meant. I saw this book in the new releases at Barnes & Noble's and it's called something like I'll Get Rid of Your Dragons or like your pet. There's a big dragon on the cover and I really, really wanted to read this book. It looked really cute, but now it looked like it could be very funny, but now I don't remember what it's called. I'll put a picture of it here. So that's 2, sorry. And then for TV shows, I really want to watch Laid Back Camp season 3. We actually started it, but I just wasn't in the mood to keep going. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year, books-wise, I would have to say it's Business Casual by B.K. Borison. It's the last in the Love Light series, and it's one of my favorite romance series, so I'm really excited for that one. And then TV show-wise, I'm super excited because Arcane should be coming out by the end of the year. Arcane season 2. So we need to rewatch season 1 and then watch season 2. My biggest disappointment so far was Book of Tea, the second book in Book of Tea. I just thought it didn't wrap up quite the way I wanted it to. And I'm also disappointed in This Is How You Lose a Time War. I think it's just me, but I don't really understand the hype of the book, and it could have just been it was overhyped for me. TV show wise, Bridgerton season 3, I was a bit disappointed because I watched everything so close together and I just felt like season 3 was a little off. Biggest surprise? I was very surprised that I liked Two Twisted Crowns as much as I did. I think I honestly didn't love the first one, and what I loved the most was the reading experience with my family and friends. But the second one really did like come back a little bit. So I am surprised about that. And then Bridgerton, I'm very surprised that I got back into and have been enjoying it so much. My new favorite author would definitely have to be Roshni Shakshi. I can't ever say her name very well, but I really liked The Last Tale of the Flower Bride and the kids' book I read from her, The Spirit Glass. I really like her writing and I want to continue reading more from her. My newest fictional crush. I wrote down the Bridgerton family because I think as a family unit, they are just like so charming and lovely and I love to watch them together. But like a crush is someone that you're supposed to like be into, right? Ooh, Hawk from Yona of the Dawn. Newest favorite character? Definitely Tress. Tress is my favorite girl. She's my girly. I want to be her best friend. Oh, time out. Sorry. Fictional crush. Hawk from Yona of the Dawn is both categories. Okay. So, newest favorite character, Tress for books. For TV shows, it's going to be the main character in an anime called A Sign of Affection. And do I need to look up her name? I sure do. I think it's Yuki though. Yuki, she's adorable. I love her. I love her. I also want to be her best friend. What made me cry? The Four Winds and the Queen of Tears. What made me happy? It's gonna be Tress. If I can't say Tress again, it would be The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And then rewatching How to Train Your Dragon. That I haven't watched in a while. It was fabulous. Favorite book to adaptation I've seen so far? I haven't actually watched and read the same things. But I will say that I know it's an adaptation, but I haven't read the original, and that's Apothecary Diaries. I really, really liked the way those look. Yona is also... but I didn't read the first few chapters of Yona because I watched it, so I'm just gonna go with the Apothecary Diaries. My favorite post this year, I actually really enjoyed doing the bookshop hopping. I wish I did a little bit better recording it, but I really enjoyed my time with that. The most beautiful book I bought this year, it's gonna be a tie between Zara, because I bought an Illumicrate book, so that edition is gorgeous. I will flip in some clips here because I don't feel like getting up again. I also just got the pre-order for The Night Ends with Fire, and I think this book is gorgeous too. Also, it's based on Mulan. I'm really excited to read this one. What books do you really need to read by the end of the year? If you can't tell, I haven't done any TBR videos because I am a mood reader through and through. I will say I am 40-ish% through The Priory of the Orange Tree, so I will be finishing that this year. Very excited. And I really do want to reach Pure and Essie by the end of the year. It's one of my best friend's favorite books this year, so I need to do my due diligence and read that. And I believe we're also supposed to be reading the sequel to Assistant to the Villain this year as well, so that should be happening. But honestly, I am a mood reader and a mood watcher, so you're just gonna have to be in this whiplash train with me. I'm just gonna go from one thing to another because there's no TBR around here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you've read so far this year or watched so far this year that you've really enjoyed in the comments. I would love to know. Happy snacking and happy binging. I will see you guys next time. Bye.